Hi everybody, welcome to The One Thing. Today I want us to be thinking about priorities. How do we get the most important things first in our lives? Are you busy? Have you heard people saying, I'm too busy, I haven't got time for this or time for that? You know, we're so quick to fill up our time with the things that maybe are not our priorities, the things that maybe don't matter so much. You know, we only have one life and we really want to live that well. And so I'm going to show you one of my favourite visuals of representing how we might just prioritise the things in our life, the harsh reality and the potential of turning it around and prioritising and putting the most important things first. This story came from a professor who was trying to explain to his class of students why it was so important to really think about putting first things first and prioritising the things that mattered most. So let's have a look. So here we are, this lovely glass jar full of rice. What does the rice represent? The rice represents the stuff we fill our lives with, the stuff that we're kind of busy doing. Maybe jobs for other people, maybe dealing with some critical stuff that just needs our attention. Maybe it's stuff like Netflix or surfing the internet or online shopping. The reality is it takes up a lot of our time. And then what happens to the important stuff? Well, the blue stones represent important things. Our home, our house, the building work we might need to get done, our car, maybe our career. Maybe we're thinking about what school our kids are going to go to next. Maybe we're thinking about our hobbies and fitness and just some of the stuff. You know, it's important. It's stuff we have to plan for, stuff we might need to make time for. But then what happens to the really important stuff? The stuff that I call the golf balls in our lives, the big stuff, the stuff that's critical. My partner, my husband, my kids, our passions, our health, the things that matter most to us, other members of our family. The problem is we can't quite fit it all in. And something may need to be left out. And who wants to leave any of the most important things out? Dad. I don't think he wants to be left out. And we can't squeeze everything in. So what choices do we have? I'd like to suggest that we might be able to just do this differently. What would happen if we reverse the process? We prioritise the really big things in our lives, the golf balls. We put them in first. Mum, dad, partner, kids, fitness, the stuff that matters to us, my siblings, the things that I really want to spend time on. Because when I prioritise and get those in first, I can then fit the other stuff in, the other important stuff, my house, my career, my car, planning that all-important next holiday, maybe spending time with certain friends, socialising, some of the stuff that's important to our well-being. Funny enough, we can usually squeeze it in. And then the rather strange thing, there's still time for the really small stuff, perhaps the insignificant stuff, the rice. You know, if we want to make time for it, we can, and we can fill in the gaps. But if it was all taken away, the rice and the blue stone important stuff, what's most important will remain. And therefore how we choose to spend our time is so critical. What one thing might you need to do to start thinking about putting the golf balls first? This is a great way of making us think about it. What does this teach us about the one thing? Stephen Covey talks about begin with the end in mind. Start first things first. This little visual helps us understand it's so important that if we don't prioritise the things that matter most to us, we'll never just fit them in. So what one thing might you need to do this week to prioritise your own time to make sure the most important things are put first? Oh, and the glass of wine? That's because for me, there's always time to share a glass with people who matter most to me. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.